Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. Uh, this is this is this probably doesn't even this video doesn't even need to be done, but I'm gonna do it because I love this TV series. It's MASH. They did a movie for it. Everybody knows MASH. It's still in syndication today. It is so freaking good. Everyone knows and loves this series. I don't know of anybody who doesn't like it. But in case you've been in a coma or hiding under a rock for the last 4 decades, let me give you some background. All right. The movie MASH came out in the early 70s, I want to say 71, and it had Donald Sutherland, Tom Skerritt, Elliot Gould, Sally Kellerman, and Robert Duvall. And it was, oh my God, funny. It was the hijinks of a MASH unit. For those of you who don't know, MASH stands for Mobile Army Surgical Hospital. You got the war going on, and the front lines are right there. They figured the best way to save as many lives as possible was to put a hospital as close to the action, as close to the fighting as possible. That way you save Americans' lives, GIs' lives, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's a good plan. The problem was, it's a hospital in a war zone, so there's a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of what they call meatball surgery, meaning a guy comes in and you're in a rush to save 12 lives, so you just do the basics and get him to the evac hospital and get him out of there. The idea is to save lives. That's it. And a lot of people lost limbs and things like that because they couldn't save them. So it is a drama, but at the same time, it's a comedy, and it was very poignant for the times. This is supposed to be about the Korean War, but everybody kind of knew it was about Vietnam. The TV series ran for 11 seasons from 1972 to 1983, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. Had an all-star cast and so many guest stars. Alan Alda played Captain Hawkeye Pierce, the chief surgeon of the unit, and the star. Loretta Swit, Jamie Farr, William Christopher, Larry Linville, Jeff Maxwell, Harry Morgan, Gary Berghoff, Mike Farrell, Kelly Nakahara, David Ogden Stiers, Wayne Rogers, Roy Goldman, McLean Stevenson, Todd Sussman, Odessa Cleveland, G.W. Bailey, Johnny Hamer, Enid Kent, Alan Arbus, John Orchard, Edward Winter, and many, many more. That's not even the tip of the iceberg. That's so many people were in this show, and guest stars, big time guest stars. They had really poignant, hard hitting drama, but they were also able to make you laugh at the same time. And if you can laugh and cry in a half-hour episode, buddy, and pray at the same time, that's time well spent. That was off of a SNL skit with Tom Hanks. But I'm going to tell you something. He said it about Tyler Perry, but I'm going to tell you something. It works for this too. And there's so many good topics, so many good plots, story arcs. The character development and casting were brilliant. You cannot get a funnier series. My wife bought me the whole thing over there. I watch it from time to time. But you don't need to own it because it's still in syndication. It was so good. This TV series came out in 1972, and it's still in syndication today. You can have cable TV and find MASH sometime throughout the day. It's still on. And so many of the big name stars have died off, and I want to pay homage to them. But they're so good. If you get the opportunity, if you haven't seen it, I don't know how you could miss it, but if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend MASH, the TV series, and if you can buy it, you're better off. That is money well spent, and I guarantee you, a personal guarantee, you will not be disappointed. It is so funny. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.